on to the next class. Okay, now we'll go with Mrs. Akin to the market. Mrs. Akin wants to go to the market and get a mobile phone. Who will follow her? I believe everybody will follow her. Alright, now if Mrs. Akin goes to the market and she's fortunate to buy this phone for 5,000 naira, probably later on she said, I don't need this phone, I want to upgrade, I want to buy a bigger one. And she decides to sell this phone out at the price of 7,000 naira. What do you think has happened? Is it that she has made a gain that has increased different from the cost price, or there's a decrease in the cost price? Now let's look at what we have. Now we're looking at a subject, mathematics, and a topic, profit and loss. For the benefit of today's lesson, we'll be looking at the profit part of it alone. Now, what is profit? What do we mean by the word profit? And so profit can be defined as an increase in cost of goods. How do I mean? Like I gave you an instance the first time. If you go to the market, you buy your mobile phone for 5,000 and you decide to sell out to your friend for 7,000, I believe you know there is an increase. Alright, so that is what we call profit or gain. It can also be called gain. Now, profit or gain is equal to selling price minus cost price of goods sold. How do we calculate profit or gain? How do I know if I made a profit or I made a loss? Now, the first way to know is to use the formula. And our formula is what? Profit is equal to SP, which represents the selling price, minus CP, which represents the cost price. I said SP means what? Selling price, and CP means cost price. What is selling price? Selling price is a price I sold the phone out. I told you I sold the phone out for how much? For 7,000 naira. So that is my selling price. The cost price is the market price, the price I bought the phone from the market. And I said I bought the phone for how much? I bought it for 5,000 naira. Now, how do we calculate? I said selling price minus cost price. That's the way to calculate the formula to calculate for profit or gain. Now, let's look at it. Say note, if the selling price is bigger than the cost price, then a profit is made. If you have a bigger selling price compared to the cost price, that is, there is a profit. Okay, now let's look at the examples that we have on the board. Number one says, Ima bought a wristwatch for 3,400 naira and sold the watch to Emeka for 4,000 naira. Will he have more or less money with him? Now, how do we know if he will have more or less money with him? It's for us to use the formula. We do your selling price minus cost price. Let's identify the selling price here. What is the selling price? How much did Ima sell the wristwatch to the friend, to Emeka? He sold it for what? 4,000 naira. So let's go into the calculation. 4,000 naira. That is the selling price. We say our formula is what? Selling price minus cost price. That's the SP minus CP. Now, how do we go? We start. Our selling price is what? Our SP is 4,000 naira. Okay, we're following. And our CP, which is the cost price, is what? Is 3,400 naira. 3,400 naira, and we're using our minus. Now let's solve. Rule a line, then we'll solve. 0 take away 0 is what? 0. 0 take away 0 is what? 0. Now 0 take away 4 is impossible. What do? We borrow 1 from here, we cross it out, it becomes 3, then we'll take this one here, this one becomes 10. So now 10 take away 4, if we count out 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You take away 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The remaining is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our answer is 6. 3 take away 3 is 0, so we don't need to write. Just bring down our naira sign. So the profit made here is 600 naira. So that's to say there is a gain. He sold more than what he bought. So this is our profit. Hope we followed. Okay, now let's look at the example 2. James bought a black boot for 2,000 naira and sold it for 3,000 naira. calculate his profit. The same way, selling price SP minus CP. Now what is our SP? Our SP here, what is the selling price? We know is 3,000 naira. And what is our CP? That's the cost price. Our CP is worth 2,000 naira. And we say is minus. So let's solve. 0 take away 0 is what? 0. 0 take away 0 is what? 0. 0 take away 0 is what? 0. Now 3 take away 2. 1, 2, 3 take away 2. I have what left? 1. So our profit here is what? 1,000 naira. Okay. Now let's look at the last example, example 3. Number 3 says, Ola bought a packet biscuit for 200 naira. He bought a packet biscuit for how much? 200 naira. And sold it 400 naira. How much profit did he make? He bought the biscuit for what? Let's take our formula again. SP minus CP. Now SP is what? Our selling price is what? Our selling price is what? How much did you sell the biscuit? 400 naira. And the CP is what? Which is the cost price. How much did you buy the biscuit? That's 200 naira. We'll put our subtraction sign and we'll calculate. Okay, 0 take away 0 is what? 0. 0 take away 0 is what? 0. 4 take away 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. The remaining is what? 1, 2. So our answer is 200 naira. So the profit made there is what? 200 naira. Okay, so this is all we are going to look at today. Tomorrow we'll look at the last part of the work. If you have any question, please do send in your question and I'll respond to them. Have a wonderful day and make sure you do your assignments correctly. Goodbye.